Wait, okay. Like that?
That's great.
Good.
Yes.
Gosh. It's really, that's the stand-up comedian equivalent to, is this thing on? Like, is this thing on? That's what we're doing. And it is very true. Like, am I bombing? Pat, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. Thank you for
Why is your
asking.
voice going? Why are you going through puberty? Why are you raising your voice like that, though?
Well, I don't know. I guess normally I don't
I'm
really talk
accusing you
that
of lying.
much.
Just FYI, I am accusing you of lying.
I think it's just a lack of talking. I'm usually not talking. Don't do a lot of talking myself.
Yeah, that's better. Smart.
Yeah.
I wish, me too. Me either. I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, that seems healthy. What is there to say? Is there anything else to say?
No, I realized about 10 years ago, I'm like, I think I kind of said it all. Maybe every now I'll answer a question sometimes.
No, it's what Howard Stern always ends with. I think we've said it all. Maybe too much. Frankly, I don't even think we've said it all. I think we've said way more than that. Remember? And Three Amigos. Uh, we're infamous. We're more than famous. We've said more than enough. But count on me to hit rock bottom and keep digging, because everyone did seem to like last week's episode, even though I seem to be shooting these in like bunkers full of random people's hair. Sorry, there's so much hair that is not on my head behind me in these, but uh I am very obsessed with this list that we got into last week. We didn't get to finish it, but last week we talked about the jobs that are going to be replaced by AI. That might be fine to go. Jobs that some of them are going to be sad that we lose, but the people that use like fancy titles as an excuse to be a bully, and have cultural control, like these like critics and political scientists and all these dorks, like that's actually fine, right? But honestly, again, I would like to say respect. I Here's the thing about me. I will give respect where respect is due. If you are one of those creeps who found a way to get paid for being a hater, and in so doing make everybody think that they're dumber than you, like that is like, no one's gonna miss you, but like props. Like, the friend of mine that told me citronella candles aren't real. One time we were sitting outside and I was like, oh, here's a citronella candle. I don't want you to get, mosquitoes. And he's like, oh, that's not real. And I was like, what do you mean? This is citronella candle. It's formulated specifically to repel bugs. He's like, it doesn't work. It's a scam. It's really more the smoke or sometimes the flames. Like, and I was like, excuse me, this is real science. It's a citronella candle. And he's like, I'm telling you, these like don't work. It's a scam. And I was like, how do you know? He's like, because my dad invented them. And I was like, dude, I have so much more respect for the person that was like, yeah, this works. Snake oil salesman than someone that actually, like, what were you gonna like set up a study on mosquitoes? Like, even if it does work, there's no proof. Like, there's no way of knowing, but also the odds of citronella candles working are is just as high as them not. Like, you can't prove it either way. It's like these
I
work.
like the devices that make a noise that humans can't hear, but other things can hear.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's my favorite. Oh no, no. Oh, you mean like the virus that you could have and carry, but it doesn't show up in tests that we all thought we had during the pandemic, but maybe we did. But you don't have symptoms, but you could still have it, and it doesn't show up on the test. You mean the concept that broke us all mentally? Um, that is so funny. Anyway, I am snake oil salesman respect. Okay, you have a deep understanding of the placebo effect. I appreciate you, and we have to make a job security. Good for somebody who is like, there is no need for the skills I have. Right. In fact, the skills that I have actively, or my proclivities actively deteriorate society, but I'm unwilling to learn a new skill. Hatred is my thing, is my I am the paragon of hatred. Like, this is the only thing I'm willing to do. So I'm just going to gaslight people into believing it's an important job. and like get a PhD. Like good for by the way, we need to be following those people because as jobs start to dissolve with AI on the horizon, we are going to have to start making up fake jobs and fake problems that we are the solution to, right? That's what we're gonna have to start doing. Like chiropractors, like nailed it. We need more jobs like that, like aura consultant. Like that's
Yeah.
starting to be a thing where you can go get a photograph of your aura and then they'll tell you like what's wrong with you. That just make up a fake problem or a fake thing and then be the only person who can solve it. So that said, peace out critics, peace out fake journalists and political scientists, but also do what they did because that's kind of like the only future we all maybe have. Um, my brain's not working great at the moment, and I am going to come clean on why before we get into the nitty gritty of this internet breaking episode, which is that I am currently kind of in the DTs, tremors, detox tremors. Pat, I'm breaking an addiction. I I was on a bender.
Hold your hand up steady. Can you do it?
Hmm?
Can you hold
What?
your hand
What? Yeah,
flat?
no, that's fine.
You
Is
hold
that
your
not
hand
right?
flat, palm
No, it is.
down.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's the best
I'm
you
just
could
gonna
do.
say it. I am currently 4 days into being sober off energy drinks. It's the dorkiest thing I've ever said. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what energy drink it was. This energy drink will remain nameless. All right. First of all, it did render me manic and quivering, shaking for about 2 weeks. I thought I was going to have a heart attack, but I don't want to name the energy drink brand in case they want to do a partnership. In which case, I will happily, proudly hold it up and say that it changed my life in a positive way. Um, that said, I don't even think these should be legal. Like this, I do feel like we refuse to learn a lesson. Remember when Four Loco was just around and then it became illegal? Like we never think that we're going to be the generation that is trying out a product that is going to be pulled off the market. And it's funny when you're like, oh, this is how it starts. Like I'm one of the remember all the vape people that the vapes were exploding in Chicago? Like you never think that you're going to be one of the people. And I think I'm one of the people. I think I'm one of the people because when I tell you I was drinking these energy drinks and I mean I was exhausted but manic. I do think I was having an embolism like my neck started throbbing. I was drinking it to try to be focused, right? And I have not been focused. It doesn't make you focused. I have just been slowly watching my neck expand and contract for about 2 weeks straight. One of my eyelids like started drooping in a weird way. See this one? Like it started kind of drooping. And yesterday my gums started bleeding. When I was brushing my teeth, blood was in the sink. Not kidding. And not even in like a fun, normal way. Like not even like you floss and you're like, oh, why am I hemorrhaging blood? Like, oh right. But it was coming from not it's you guys know about bleeding gums, right? This is a relatable topic. I was like, why is my face was like sinking in? My inner thighs started hurting because I think I was just like clenching, like my whole body had been clenching. I was just doing like a Kegel for 5 days in a row. I became less flexible. I'm not even kidding. Like after 2 weeks of drinking this, like I couldn't touch my toes. Like my whole body started contracting. It was my piercing started to hurt, and they're not even new anymore. Like the metal started to get hot. Like I don't know what is this just like paint thinner? What are we at? I don't even I won't even look at the ingredients. I don't want to know what number or color turpentine I have been ingesting, but it's over. It's over for me. It was amount of caffeine when I looked at the back that I didn't realize was even legal. Like, because we get all these energy drinks and they all have different caffeine. And this one, when it's like the extreme ones, the packaging is like fire is on it and like big tire wheels, like monster truck wheels, or there's like a gorilla or something. But this one's very demure and kind of minimalist packaging. Like you'd think like, oh, this is like the chill one, this is the breezy one. It's not like like the 5 hour energy drink it's like there's nothing neon on it, like you wouldn't know. There's like a elegant berry kind of on it and you kind of wouldn't know. and the title isn't like, lightning head or whatever. So, but anyway, the point is, I do believe that many of us are essentially in the middle of what will absolutely be a documentary in about 10 years on these energy drinks. This will be an explosive documentary of which we are all kind of part of, where all of these powders and energy drinks and infusions that we're like, what are we do? We don't even know what these are. Like, we're the guinea pigs on these. And I said that the other day. I was like, I feel like we're the guinea pigs on these energy drinks. And then I was like, hold on. When's the last time you saw a guinea pig? That's why they call it a guinea pig, because you haven't seen them since. It was a whole species that was gone after it was tested on. They've gone extinct. For Loco, that was outlawed, right? And the fact that this one hasn't is shocking. So I'm a little bit groggy. I did have headaches when I was going off it, which tells you like everything you need to know. And then I sort of like zoomed out. I was like, what is this energy drink obsession that why are we all drinking this much? Was it always like this? Because I look at like guilty pleasures or like all of this, mind altering things that we consume. It's always been like to relax and wind down. Now it's like, let's go. Like, what year was it that we decided you know what? It might have been the P tape. It might have been the P tape. Everything goes back to the Trump P tape. I feel like that was the year we were all like, no, we're on our own. That was the year everyone was like, we are on our own. The meteor, the drones, the aliens, the war, the P tape. We are going to consume it. We need energy now. We used to relax, but once there was a P tape, we all had to take matters into our own hands. So I don't know. I just feel like my whole feed is like how to breathe deeply and relax and to stop having anxiety. And then the whole other half of my feed is like 800 milligrams of caffeine, atomic vein bomb. Like atomic vein bomb energy drink? Like, for what exactly? Like, what are y'all doing out there? Everything we consume at this point cancels the other thing out, right? Like, I will say, like, everyone I know is like, here's something to sleep, and here's something to wake up, and it's like, here's some tea tree root to help you fall asleep, and then here's some propane for hustle in your millionaire mindset after you wake up from your tea tree root. Like, we are playing whack-a-mole with our adrenaline in a way that is so wild. I don't know. I don't know if I need 300 milligrams of caffeine. First, I'm just trying to be able to write stand-up jokes and perform comedy and not drop my kid. Like, what drink is that? What drink? If it's water, no, thank you. Not interested. But I'm looking for a beverage that just kind of does that. We all need this much energy. What is it for? It's also, I do think it's part of the reason we're online all day, just like fascism. Like, it's when you have that much caffeine, like truly everything does feel like fascism. And everyone just feels like online, they're so hopped up on caffeine, truly at a job where they send like emails all day. Like, people are just like looping back, circling back, bumping. Like, that's most of our jobs at this point. And we have 300 milligrams of caffeine. It is so wild. Like, I think we have to do some kind of breathalyzer test with energy drinks before people go on the internet to make comments, because it's just, I post a video of my engagement and people are like, but did you see what's happening in the Sudan? It's like, huh? Why are you using your platform to talk about the Congo? Like, we gotta use this energy on things that actually require energy. Okay. It's also funny because every time something that would require this level of manic, superhuman energy happens, no one uses it. Like, when the drones came in New Jersey, no one was like, oh, give me the, like, no one everyone just took a selfie and were like, I'm going to head back inside and post it. No one is actually using this energy. Like, wouldn't you go like, we've got the 300 milligram caffeine in the fridge for when the drones come. The drones came and everyone was like, nah, dude, Paris filter, post it, partnership. It's like, I think energy drinks should be regulated. This is a hot take. It should be for like construction workers, marathon runners. Why does a 14-year-old boy playing a video game need 500 milligrams of caffeine in his body? Like we're gonna look back on this time and be like thinking about it the same way. Remember when Coca-Cola had the caffeine? We're gonna be like, that was weird. Everyone's just like hopped up on caffeine, yet none of the planes could stay in the sky. That's what's wild to me. Does anyone else feel like nothing's getting done when you're like, okay, I'm watching you drink that energy drink. How come you haven't been able to stick the landing on that hole punching, Tyler? Tyler, I need you to print 2 pieces of paper. You have 400 milligrams of caffeine in your body. Like, where is it? All right, guys, let's talk about upgrading your SEX life like adults for a second. If performance anxiety has ever gotten in your head or things just aren't as predictable as they used to be. Maybe you're dehydrated. I don't know. Blue Chew is basically the upgrade button that you have been looking for. They're chewable tablets that deliver longer, harder, longer lasting, you know what's, without all the hoops and the awkward errands. Here's how simple it is. No waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines, no what brings you in today, and you have to like explain it. You're just going to go online, answer a few questions. Once you're approved by a licensed medical provider, Blue Chew will send you chewable tablets straight to your door, discreet packaging. Blue Chew's tablets help with longer and stronger. Are we allowed to say this, Pat? Erections. And everything is made in the USA, prepared and shipped directly to you. If you've been thinking about it, this is your sign. We've got a special deal for your listeners. Try the first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Whitney. Just pay $5 in shipping. Promo code Whitney. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Quince. I'm not even going to read the copy because this is real. Quince is a brand, you know, it's my favorite stuff. It's all simple. It's elegant, high quality. I'm in Atlanta and it got unexpectedly freezing. And Leanne, for my birthday, sent me a Mongolian cashmere matching hoodie and pants set. And I was like, what am I, the Queen of England? Like, what is this? Like, what am I going to go like do yoga in Capri? Like, who am I? And I started wearing it. I am so obsessed. It has solved all of my problems. I've been layering this cashmere hoodie. I did not realize that there was such a thing as cashmere that wasn't itchy. That's what Quince did. That's how Quince just changed my life. Quince just stopped me from freezing to death. I'll say it. Quince delivers layers that last. Sweaters, outerwear, everyday essentials, jewelry, luggage, great kids' clothes, $50 Mongolian cashmere sweaters. Oh, well, wow, you guys just told me how much Leanne spent on me. Good to know. Silk top skirts, instantly odd polish. It is so cute. Quince Italian wool coats. I might have to get one of those because I'm going to Europe for the holidays. So cute. Designer level looks for less. Step into the holiday season with layers made to feel good, look polished, and last. From Quince, perfect for gifting, keeping for yourself. Go to quince.com. Get all your holiday gifts. I am telling you, QUINCE.com/Whitney to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Whitney. I do think that we're going to look back and go like, remember when humans were drinking 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, working from their bed? I blame podcasters for glamorizing this whole thing. Like, we don't need caffeine. Like, what do you do? Like, you're sitting on a couch in shorts talking about the pyramids incorrectly. Like, you don't even know the answer. You're not even proving anything. You're just like musing. We don't need this much caffeine. Like, you're talking about the pyramids, which, by the way, they built without energy drinks. You guys need energy drinks to talk about the pyramids. They just built them with none of it. So something's backwards here is all I'm saying. And I just feel like my adrenals are so shot. So I'm off energy drinks. I am doing a little bit of yerba mate because I'm very international and I'm just doing like tea. So I know nobody cares what I'm ingesting for energy. It annoys me when people go on and on about their like caffeine journey, but I just think all of us, I'm worried that the more caffeine we drink, the more tired we are. And maybe we're just evolving to have a higher tolerance for it. Like, you know how rattlesnakes are evolving to not rattle because that's what's getting them killed, and cows are evolving to not make milk, and that could also be like their interference with antibiotics, whatever. But we might be evolving to just be kind of, people that drink coffee and just like go to bed. That's not normal. Anyway, so I am withdrawing from caffeine, a very high amount of it. So I can only see out of one eye as I read my bullet points. And if I do repeat myself 6 times in a row, just go with it. This is part of my healing. This is part of my sobriety journey with caffeine. All right. I also want to talk about the country music chart. Okay, so I guess an AI song is number one on the country music charts, and people are like up in arms. Like, I'm obsessed with when people get upset about AI, when they're like, that was going to be AI music. Like, what do you guys think music has been recently? Yes, of course, we're going to lose some music to AI. Fine. But we're not going to be losing like wildly original music. The music we do lose, you won't notice it's AI because most music has been sounding AI for a minute now. And also, like, this song, it's not number one for real. It's not because people are like, I love this. Dorks and journalists, they can't tell the difference between something like trending or being number one, whether it's for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons. They assume it's all in a positive way, which is ironic because they're haters and they can't fathom that other people might be haters too, being like, this is stupid. Like, it's funny. These dork journalists, because they have no friends, they haven't had friends be like, hey, listen to this AI country song. They actually think that it's genuine. No, dude, this is funny people being like, listen to this AI country song, right? That's what they're doing. They don't like it. They don't think it's better than other music. It's just funny to listen to a computer be for Western. It's funny. It's funny. Art will do very well as a joke. And that's okay. Like, we've always had AI art, right? There's always like been that, right? Like, and I use AI as a form of like generic or kind of mass produced and an amalgam of everything that has ever worked. Like art wise, like Hallmark cards is like AI. That's always been like AI. I just don't think AI is going to replace art if the art is original. And I don't think in general AI is going to replace humans because like human is a concept, right? Human is almost already AI, if that makes any sense. Like, human is how we identify, but we're not humans. Like, we're animals. We're animals who identify as humans. So I don't think AI is going to replace humans because humans are actually animals. And I don't think AI can replace animals. So human is just, we're trying to pretend we're special. It's like the idea of like, I'm human. You know, when people are like, he's my favorite human. Like what? You know, when people say that, like, this is my favorite human, like, this is like, he is the best, or like, me and my human, like, you don't have to say that if you're that thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, when people are like, just me and my human, like, what? A dog and their human, like, human to me is an insult at this point, but it's such a weird, it's us trying to pretend like we're special. It's truly, you know, when you call yourself human, it's just as sort of arrogant as saying like, well, I'm an empath. I think that we are using words that we all have different definitions of, or we're not using the proper word. Or is AI going to replace humans? Is AI going to replace art? Like, define art. Is it going to replace good art? Is it going to replace bad art? Like, what even is art? We don't even have a definition for what that is. Someone taped a banana to a wall and called it art. Like, AI can go ahead and replace that whenever you want. You can replace like dumb nonsense. I'm truly begging you. But I don't think we have to worry about music or AI images at all, because AI doesn't yet get that when something is perfect or symmetrical, we're actually repelled by it. And that's why AI can replace whatever humans, whatever that genre of species is. But you know what it is? This is it. We think we're human. And then when you go online, you go, oh, wow, people are monsters. No, it's just we're animals. And we've always been animals. And we show our animal instincts behind closed doors online, but not face to face. Right. So maybe that's the proof I'm looking for, going like, no, the way people behave online, that's normal. That's normal. The way we behave in person, that's what's weird. Like, people now go, oh my God, online people are just like such monsters. It should be the other way. It should be like, I just saw someone and they were like so nice and cordial. That was weird. Also, AI is never going to be able to account for the fact that we find attractive things that symbolize, at least women, dominance, whereas guys, it's fertility. AI would never think like, oh, put the hot guy should have like a scar. Like, the hot guy should have every hot guy in every move, there's a scar like through his eyebrow. Like, that's hotter than a guy who's perfect looking. And like, guys, you guys like freckles. Every guy I know is like freckles are so hot, which is also, remember Cindy Crawford, the most beautiful model of all time, just straight up mole under her nose. Just, I'm shocked they didn't just let a hair come out of it. The whole, like, there was nothing you could do to make her less hot, right? So I think that is something that AI is never going to account for, right? Is we don't want perfection, and certainly not in art or music or any of that. Like, Shania Twain said it, remember? Brad Pitt, that don't impress me much. She said it's not attractive when someone is too attractive, right? It's just not, I don't, which by the way, when you think about that song, it is so savage looking back. Can you imagine just like random jab? Like, imagine if a guy had a song that was like, hey, Zendaya, hard pass. Like, how if Benson Boone just had a song that was like, Sydney Sweeney, no thanks, not my type. Like, I'm just gonna say it. I hire a lot of people to help me because this kid, man, it's whoo. I need gals in every city to come help me with this child. Okay. I'm using Cash App to pay babysitters, to pay nannies, to pay people to come clean the house in Atlanta because, I thought it would be a good idea to get the paint that goes in the bathtub, but it's not, it says washable and that's not true. So I am paying people out the wazoo on Cash App. They make it so easy. Even if you do try to offer a different app, they're like, do you have Cash App? Like this is the one that works. Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure that your money stays your money. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for your purchases, you can unlock up to $200 in free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, no hidden fees. Love that. Manage your money on your terms and take advantage of free overdraft coverage up to $200 on Cash App today. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use the code CASHAPP10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App. Bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank. Member FDIC. Overdraft coverage provided by Cash App. A Block Inc. brand. Visit cashapp.com/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Jones Road Beauty. I am completely upset. First of all, look at me. I am just like a dewy, like fairy. What would you even call this, Pat? Like hot jellyfish? Like, what is going on with my skin? I started using Jones Road Beauty, and it's like you can use these balm. It's like a balm that you put on, first of all, that is, I can't even explain. It's like a dewy, central, it's velvety. That's what it is. And then there's like a blush that you just use with your fingers, and then you can also use it on your lips. So you're all kind of in the same movie. Like there's this thing where someone's eyelids are a different color than their cheeks, a different color than their lips, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. Like, is it Halloween or are we like at work? What are we doing? So I love Jones Road Beauty because they have these palettes, and it makes, I'm able to put makeup on like I'm a professional makeup artist, and I am not. Okay. I love Jones Road Beauty. Also, the packaging is amazing. It is this, the balm is called Miracle Balm. I have it with me wherever I go. It enhances your skin instead of like covering it up and making you break out. So it's glowy, makes you feel pulled together. Miracle Balm, it is a true like multitasker. You can put it in as a tint, a blush, a bronzer, a highlight. You can put it on your lips. You can put it everywhere, even there. Yes, even there. With all the holiday events coming up, you can go from errands to party ready in minutes with Miracle Balm. And their new limited edition holiday collection is full of effortless party ready trios. That's the one that I have, the trios that make amazing gifts. Oh, that's a good idea. I should give it to all my friends this holiday season. Simplify your routine with makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional. Don't miss out on their limited edition holiday set. Ooh, I don't have one of those. So, as a treat for our listeners, you'll get a free cool gloss on your first purchase when you use code Whitney at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com. Use Whitney at checkout. After your purchase, they will ask where you heard about him. And you're going to say, this guy, Whitney. Okay, as promised, we are going to go through a list of jobs that are less impacted by artificial intelligence based on the list that we had last week. Phlebotomists, you're safe. The people who take blood, you're safe. Needle people, that's going to be left, right? Don't panic. Needles are, not going to be put in our veins by robots, all right? However, they're cutting the top layer of our eyeball off for LASIK surgery. But this is where we draw the line. I don't know if I get it. Why not? Why can't robots put needles in our, like, I would rather a robot do this. Every time I get my blood taken, I get a lemon every time. I'm telling you. Last time, a woman missed my vein 4 times, and she told me I had slippery veins. She's like, "You have slippery veins." I was like, "That's not a, that's not true. That's not a medical term." Firstly, second, she's like, "Your veins are just real slippery." I've thought a lot about this because needles have been in the zeitgeist quite a bit, right? Like needle people being around despite AI is I think good news. I think most people want a human being to kind of do that, except Elizabeth Holmes, who, by the way, I'm sure she's got another easy bake oven coming down the pike to get our blood in her grubby hands. Th- I do think she's working on another bloodsucker business. Did you hear about this? Like she's getting out of jail and she's like got another. The thing that's fishy to me about humans doing needles is like these people in Silicon Valley, they want our blood. They want it and they want it bad. And I think I'd rather a human take my blood, even if it takes 6 tries, because there's these people that are just making apps. They want our blood. They want our periods. When are you on your period? When's that blood? I want to know where that period blood is at all times. I need that blood from inside your veins. Like, what? First of all, I do. God, I thinking about blood. I'm trying to articulate myself, but my brain always shuts down when I talk about blood because I just don't think we talk about blood enough. I think more people also have to come to terms with the fact that like we are Ziploc bags made of blood, like truly tiptoeing through the world, just trying to keep our bloods inside our bodies. Like it's hard for me to think about needle people and the future of needles and robots because it's like, you know, I think this is part of the reason we're all so angry and defensive because we are just like a Kool-Aid man with a hat on, just sloshing through the world, barely surviving at every point. I mean, all we're doing is trying to keep our blood in the container that we have, right? Like whenever you are biking and there's a branch, you're like, ooh, and you duck and you're like, oh God, okay, the blood still kept the blood in. Like it's not, oh no, I didn't hit my head. It's, oh no, I kept the blood in the bag. You know what I mean? We have all these words instead of kept the blood in, but really we're just trying to keep the blood in. Okay. If you trip and fall, you're like, oh God, thank God I didn't fall. No, like, oh, thank God the blood didn't spill out. Don't get me started on blood banks because twice a week I like spiral into a panic going like, what's up with all the blood in those blood banks? Like, is there a generator? What's the plan for all that blood? And like, how is it stored? Like, I just have a lot of questions about blood banks. And I do think that it is just worth thinking about what we're going to do about the needle situation moving forward. Because it seems like getting blood out of our bodies does solve a lot of problems because you can study it and stuff. Assuming all these like blood tests are real. But we talk a lot about solving problems of how to get blood out of our bodies. Are we doing it with Theranos? Are we doing it with a machine? Are we doing it with this? For me to get blood out of my body, all I have to do is brush my teeth at this point. But I think we need to focus more about how to keep the blood inside our body. Great example. The next job that is still going to be available after AI, hazardous material remover workers. The whole point of robots and AI was that humans weren't going to have to do super dangerous jobs, right? Firefighters weren't going to have to go into burning buildings if they had kits. You're going to send a robot in. Why is hazardous material removal workers, why is that on this list? You're telling me that drones are being used by Amazon to deliver people their blue hair dye in 3 hours so that they have it for the anime convention. Okay. But when it comes to carcinogenic waste, we're going to send someone's son. Like, what? Am I confused? Like, is this just because we need something to make documentaries about? Like, I'm very confused about this. Okay. We don't want to harm our fancy machines. We can't send a machine into Chernobyl. It could rust our machine. I'm just telling you, this is why I defend robots and AI, because they're going to go in to places that humans shouldn't go in. But then these lists come out and people are like, it hasn't been solved. Like, what do we do? Why is this? Why don't they have landmine robots to go get the landmines? We're not even using robots aren't good. We're using rats for that. Rats are the ones that go in and deactivate landmines now. It's not even robots. Like, what are we talking about? See, and this to me is a big problem of how they're developing these machines. Okay. Rats can do it, but robots can't. Why not, Pat? Why not?
Rats are cheap.
Because humans are basing the robots on humans instead of animals. Idiots. Whenever you see these robots, they're like, da, da, da. It's like mocking how dumb humans are. Humans could never deactivate landmines. So why would you make a human robot go deactivate a landmine? That's why it's not working. You got to do a rat. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, they'll
saying?
kill the rat.
But also, just use a rat. Just use a rat. Just use a rat. We don't need to replace the rat. Like, why not just pay the rat? That's it. We don't need robots. We need to just start hiring animals. Hear me out. Because, like, we still can't make a machine that smells as well as a dog. We still have bomb sniffing dogs. We don't have bomb sniffing machines because they can't make a machine that's as good as the dog. Just treat dogs better and let them have a civilization and pay them. Stop trying to replace things that are working. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Well, every time I talked about this last week, every time we go to the airport, there's a new machine to help us put a tag on the bag. And there's 5 people trying to make the machine work. Roofers aren't going to go away. Why don't I get this? Roofers. Isn't AI supposed to take that dangerous job? Why are the most dangerous jobs still going to be around, according to this list? I'm so confused. Like, how about this? How about AI, robot people? How about I drive my own car myself and you have your machine go up on my slippery roof so that I don't die falling off a roof in front of my kid, collapsing onto a snowman and breaking my neck? Can we get, like, what's the priority list of what's replacing what? Do you know what I mean? Embalmers is another one. A lot to look forward to, guys. Yeah, AI might take some jobs, but you can absolutely rub formaldehyde all over a corpse, which there will be a plenty of them because people are going to be removing hazardous materials and falling off roofs, right? Like, massage therapist is another one. Great. I mean, look, if you can do embalming, you can also same, like same skill set. So just learn how to rub bodies, alive, dead. That's kind of the way to go. Touching other people's bodies again, isn't the whole point of AI and robots to make it so you never have to touch another human, truly ever? I need AI to replace hugging. I'm not even germophobic. I saw you yesterday. I don't have time for this. Why am I in your armpit? Like, you're married. I don't know you that well. Why is my lip gloss on your hoodie? And why are you wearing a hoodie? You're a 45-year-old man. But the point is, I'm confused about these lists about what jobs are going to be replaced and what aren't. I don't know what's going on in Silicon Valley. I do know they're on a lot of mind-altering substances to try to become human. And you know that I have a difficult relationship with that word. Like, all these guys in Silicon Valley, they're going on these retreats and they're doing like plant medicine because like money wasn't enough. And like models weren't enough. And now that they're rich, they're like, but are we all connected? Well, by the way, that's the other when you do like plant medicine, the thing is always like, we're all connected. Silicon Valley people are like, we're all connected. No, we're not. No, we're not. Nope. No, I am not connected to those pores. I am. It's me and God. Like, the Silicon Valley guys always say they saw God. And then people that are broke do plant medicine and they're like, we're all one. And then they're like, no, I hung out with God. No one, because everyone else already thinks that. They're like, yeah, we go to church. God is like the only reason we're surviving life. Like, honestly. They're like, oh, I did plant medicine and realized I'm not God, but he's my friend. Like, oh, my son's birthday's coming up, 2 years old. People really want to like pitch what to do when I'm not a big birthday party person for a kid. Like every day is his birthday. He always every he gets new stuff all day. It's like a thing. Like I don't know what to do. I do know that there's like a clown, like a birthday clown that'll come and do I don't know, like balloons or something that everybody I know kind of uses that's like funny and kind of a magician. And I was talking to someone about, I was like, oh, should I like have this person come? And they were like, whoa, clowns. Ugh. Like, oh, I'm scared of clowns. I was like, huh? What? You're 35 years old. What do you mean you're scared of clowns? Like, who are these? Like, that's like a thing now where people are like, I'm scared of clowns are real spooky. Like, I'm afraid of clowns. You are? Then you, then, then you should be in an institution. First of all, hold on. You're scared of clowns? First of all, no, you're not. How about that? Like, you're not afraid of clowns. You're homophobic. A man in makeup is upsetting to you. Just say it. I am annoyed when someone has to make a fake fear because it's like in the zeitgeist. Like, I'm afraid of clowns. Like, no, you're not. You get an Uber every night with a complete stranger and you have zero fear in your heart at all. I'm afraid of clowns. Like, no, you're not. If anything, you're afraid of the kind of man who in their 50s is desperate enough to dress up as a clown and go to a kid's party. That's what you should be afraid of. People are afraid of the wrong things. I feel like I'm afraid of clowns. It's like, no, you should be afraid of the man that signed up to make balloons for kids. Don't let him in your house. Don't let that person in. Don't let the man in. The clown's fine. It's like a guy in a Minions costume. You're like, I'm afraid of Minions. It's like, no, you're afraid of the guy that's dressed as a minion to get your kid to go to the car with him. I'm afraid of clowns. People want to be twee so bad. People want to be awkward so bad. Don't you think? It's like, I'm afraid of clowns. Like, I have such a quirky fear. Okay, well, you know that we're running out of fertilizer, but I'm afraid not of clowns, of people who decorate their Christmas tree where some of the strands are blinking and some aren't. And I have to drive by that every time I go into my house. That's what, if you're going to be afraid of anything, it's person who just went, wrapped it and was like, that's enough. You know those trees that are just like it's like not even symmetrical, no attempt to be so, just like blah, blah, blah. Like, do you need more time? Like, you don't have to do, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. You don't have to do this yet. I asked my neighbors last year, there was one that was like off and like one of the strands was dead. And I was like, can I fix this? They were like, sure. Like, I can't drive by this every day. Like, it shakes me to my core that you're just fine with it. Like, just don't decorate it at all. Just don't put it on. Just don't do it.
They get a knock on the door and they're like, "Oh, look, Whitney stopped by," and you're just like, "Can you guys cut the shit?"
I get it, dude. It's like, I know, like literally they open the door and I'm like, "Are you guys in or you out? Like, what are we doing?" Colored lights, just all crazy. That. Oh, I just realized like that takes me back, like alcoholic Christmas. Like just, everything's just like thrown together. Fine, here's your Christmas tree. Blah. Like, why does Santa have your handwriting, Dad? Like, just don't do it then. Why am I rushing you for this magic? Another job that will be left, don't fret, motorboat operators. This seemed very random to me, and then I realized exactly what it meant. Of course, motorboat operators are going to be a job that's left after AI because we can't trust AI and robots to whisk politicians from island to island. We can't risk that politicians would have even a week without getting to talk to an international tween who tells them how important they are. You do what for a living? God forbid AI take a wrong turn driving a politician on a motorboat while shuffling a prince out to an island to show his teddy bear collection to an Italian teenager who collects Labubus. He's like, I own the official Princess Diana Beanie Baby. Cool. That would only impress an actual child, okay? Which, by the way, I do believe Prince Andrew has been kicked out of the royal court or whatever, which is just so funny to me that they waited this long to do it, because they like waited till it was a slow week. They didn't want Meghan Markle is every week in the news. So like, let's wait because we want people to see that we kicked this guy out. Like we need everybody to know that it was just we don't even have proof yet, but this guy's just too embarrassing. Because also like he kept saying like there's no proof that I was on the island. There's no it was Photoshop. That photo with me and whatever Gus the girl it's Photoshop. Dude, even if you're getting photoshopped in a photo like that, you've done something wrong. No one else is getting photoshopped in those photos but you. Like, you flew too close to the sun. That why are you even getting blackmailed then? When someone's like, everyone's attacking me, you're like, why is everyone attacking you and not everyone else? Something's up. You're up to something. Something's fishy with you. You know the people who always like, well, this person is attacking me. This person photoshopped me. This person photoshopped that message about me. It's like, why are all these people going out of their way to destroy your life? Why do they care at all? I don't know. I'm procrastinating a little bit because there was a big Epstein Island update. And like, you know what? It's the reaction to the Epstein Island drop of these emails and stuff that kind of incriminate Trump. But the hardest part is just no one cares. Like, I knew this would happen. As soon as actual things started dropping that were incriminating, no one would care. It's about the chase. When you actually see proof, you're like, no, this is a bummer. We liked it better when we knew something was up but didn't know. And like,
I like it better when I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to like, oh guys, don't draw proof that it actually happened. We were kind of enjoying like being dramatic and like also being able to say what was true without being wrong. Yeah. Like no one could argue it. No one could tell you were wrong because they didn't know either. Here's what's probably happening. We want to be able to go like, well, here's what it is. Now you dropped it and we're like, oh man, these are just kind of boring emails. I don't even read my own emails. But I literally looked at the emails and I was like, I can't. You can't make me read. You will not make me. Honestly, you are forcing a woman to do something she doesn't want to do. Read an email. Will it ever end with these creeps? I can't do it. And also, when the truth does finally come, which by the way, if we think this is the truth, then the truth is something totally different, right? It's like, right now, if the government was like, hey guys, we're just going to let you know the moon landing was fake. We did it, because we were at, in this Cold War with Russia. We wanted them to think we had dominance. We'd be like, what are you doing? Nick, you can't just admit that. Are you insane? Don't admit that the moon landing was fake. What are you doing? Like, no conspiracy theorists would be like psyched. You would just be like, ugh. Or they'd go, well, if they're admitting that, then that means there's no moon at all. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to think they're right. If you're like conspiracy theorists, the worst news is that, oh, you were right. I kind of liked being a kook. That's what was fun about that. But also, then what? Then everyone's looking for these Epstein Island answers. The only good thing about the answers not all coming out is then you don't have to deal with the horror show of watching nothing be done about it. Because that's going to be even more upsetting is when it's like, it was this person and this person and this leader and this president and this, whatever, the prime minister and this, and nothing's going to happen to them. And then you're just going to get more dribbled. It's like, well, we're, putting together an investigation and we're like, what are we going to do? Okay, it's that person. Cool. What are we going to do? A citizen's arrest? We're all going to storm their castle. They're going to go, no, I didn't. And then they're going to pretend to investigate for 15 years. And then all of their friends are going to drown in a paddleboarding accident. Like it's almost like we're forgetting that edging is the win. With this last batch of emails, it's kind of like the dog caught the car and was like, why'd you stop? Like, we don't really know what to do about this. We kind of wanted like photos and videos. This is kind of just like a Rorschach test of emails that we all have to kind of read. And why don't any of these emails have punctuation? We're allowed to email like this? They're not like, I hope this finds you well. Like, it's just like, you're allowed to just be this direct. No wonder they got so much stuff done. I don't know.
Hey, Ghislaine, it's Jeffrey. Just circling back about all the crimes.
Hey, bumping, bumping to the top of
Bu-
your inbox.
Bumping this blackmail this week. Bumping this.
Bumping blackmail, bumping blackmail. There's something kind of underwhelming about criminals' correspondence. You want it to be like, hey, just committed a felony. Attached is the video of the international traffic. Like it's.
How do you spell mu?
Just like like knife emoji. Like it's not as sexy as I think we wanted a sex crime to look. It is pretty boring correspondence, which is probably how they get away with it, frankly. Like the FBI that's like watching them is just like, oh my God, this is like so boring. Like we can't read all these emails, right? Like I haven't looked through all of them, but there is something kind of depressing about all of a sudden when it actually starts to come out, or it's kind of like everyone's like, snore. This is nothing I can really repost. Like in Abercrombie and Fitch model, because Abercrombie and Fitch is owned by the guy that started Victoria's Secret, who was Epstein's, main the money guy, and he was sort of putting all these pieces together, going like, now's not the time to stop caring, and that's exactly what was happening. It was sort of like we're at this fatigue of like we would have to see something so extreme to care anymore, because I think we all have surrendered of going like, this is just how it is. And I'm sure the powers that be are like, how far can we push them and distract them until they'll just like give up asking? And it was this far. And they go, okay, good to know. If we want to do international sex crimes, like with minors, like we just have to spend like what, 5 years? It was like been like 5 years, like 5 years distracting them. We'll wear them down eventually. Don't you think? And then by the time we actually drop it, AI will have taken over, so we can say everything's AI. All right, I've been rambling for a long time, and I hope you guys forgive my uncaffeinated brain. I hope I made some sense. I love you guys. Don't ride elephants, which by the way, I might need to change my sign off because I'm doing a show. I can't tell you what it is, but it's in the unscripted world. And there was this really serious moment that I had to do with someone who's like a contestant. And he came up to me in this live moment. Live, by that I mean like we're filming, but you only can get it once because we get one take. How about that? And he came up to me and we like stared at each other and he just went, "Don't ride elephants." I was like, it threw me. Okay, I love you guys. Don't ride elephants. Goodbye.